you're an active duty or whether you're reserve or whether you're retired or whether you just served in the armed services for a period of time. But all of our listeners, we're just privileged to have you in Seattle. We're fortunate enough today to have the sun out, which is a wonderful event, particularly after Groundhog Day.
Mm-hmm.
And he apparently saw his shadow, and we can see the sun coming over the horizon. And likewise, as we sailors would often say, we can see a little bit of the masthead, and there's a shadow, which is a wonderful thing, which indicates to us that we're going to have sunny weather and fair skies and following seas ahead. So accordingly, that's the circumstance. Let me say that today we have a man who served in the Navy, and he enlisted from the middle portion of America. We're going to hear and know a little bit more about Ron, and we're going to know about his trepidations, his concerns, his family, his beginnings, and what he has learned and what has gone before him. Ron is a gentleman who works for our family in terms of keeping up matters, and he's a great guy who knows an awful lot about using his hands, much more than I do or ever will. And Ron Coxwell is a fine gentleman, and I'd like to introduce him at this time. Ron, would you just say hello to our radio audience?
Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a very nice day. Getting out and enjoying that sunshine.
Yeah, it's a nice day up here. I know. It's really nice.
Well, before you have Ron, let's recognize that we have our riverman always with us. You want to say something?
Later on.
Okay.
Joe. Yes. Jordan Cohen is a combat veteran of World War II, served with Patton's Army, and fine family from Kitsap County. He's from the Army, but we won't hold that against him. And served with Patton and other.
Really? He served with Patton?
Yes, he has.
Oh, wow. What? I mean, he's got a story to share. Go ahead.
Yes, he did. He has spoken already.
A couple of times. And
I'll come on a little later. I want to hear what Ron has to say
every week.
Yeah.
about the Navy.
Be with us.
Okay. Ron, why don't you tell us about,
Ron is our special guest.
tell us
Right.
a little bit about your growing up and what your motivation was for going in the Navy and your family, things of that nature.
Well, growing up, I grew up out in the country. You know, we always had hogs and cattle and chickens and dogs. You know, sometimes we'd be so far out in the country we'd have to bring in our own sunshine. But I told my dad this one day, Dad, I think I think she was a pretty good sized ship. He said, you know what, just for a little extra exercise today, I'm going to come down there, I'm going to whoop those 48 Marines butts. As you could hear that sergeant screaming over the phone. Well, he hung up and he's laughing about it. He goes, you know what, I'm going to call him back. Called back about a half hour later. He goes, hey, Sergeant, I'd love to come down there and whip your own butt, but you know what? My fourth trip around the flight deck, I tripped, sprained my ankle.
So that means that it's not all work and all play.
Oh no, it's not all play. But there was, you know, you had your duties.
How long were you in boot camp there at Great Lakes in Illinois? What was the length of your training?
Well, it was originally supposed to be 10 weeks, but we had a CO that was just our CC. That was just he was drunk and he'd drunk and he'd get mean. And I couldn't wait to get Asmode out of there. Asmode, that's set back in training a week. And then we had a CC that was just as bad. So I voluntarily got Asmode again.
So
And then I got him with a good one. And
when you called CP, that means a
company commander,
company
CC.
CC, I see.
See, that's why we have the Admiral here, because all our guests say things that we have no idea what are.
The military loves initials.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're indigenous to the individual service, and that the translation that we have to undertake in order to be able to get to the level of the common person here, so we all can communicate with each other. Communication is such an important thing. So when you got to Great Lakes, they of course issued you a set of clothing and a bed of barracks, and then you're probably called out, mustered from time to time, and had to run around and atone to whatever the petty officer wanted. Is that right?
That's absolutely true.
How long does that take?
We also get it's like drill sergeant. All right. I can't even remember what it's called, but the guy that one of the enlisted men is in charge of training. You know, helping along. ARPOC. ARPOC. That's what they call it.
We wouldn't know what that is.
He's the guy that calls out cadence and he's supposed to have some military
Even
training.
Marines that talk in their own language? No.
They got their own language. Some of the things aren't that pleasant to hear, but
And were you assigned to the JFK right away, or